Good evening, beautiful people. How are we? Today I wanted to do something a little more chilled. Actually, should I say this evening I want to do something a little more chilled out. Doesn't involve cleaning, doesn't involve unpacking, just something a little more chilled. So I've lit candles all around the room. I've got some orange juice because I don't have any wine. As the sun begins to set, I thought we would get to know me sleepover party. So I've got my favorite pair of fluffy pajamas on, and I'm going to answer 2 questions about myself. They're just general questions, they're not anything specific. So if you wanted to know anything about me, please ask down below, and I would like to know stuff about you. Do you have any siblings? Do you have any animals? What's your favorite color? If you would like to get involved and let me get to know you, please tell me in the comments down below. And yeah, so let's start with the first question. What's the weirdest dream you've ever had? I think the weirdest dream I've ever had is I'm originally from South Africa, so I've got loads of friends and stuff from South Africa, but obviously I live in the UK and I've lived in the UK since I was 12, so I've obviously got friends here as well. But I went to school obviously in both countries, but I dreamt that all my friends from this country somehow landed in South Africa, and we were in our old house, and all of my friends from over there knew the people from here, and the house was mine. On the inside it wasn't the same house, like spatially it was a 2-story Victorian house, and what was inside would not have matched the outside. It was smaller inside than the outside looked, and I couldn't understand why all these people were in my garden. Like, I kept saying to myself, I remember this, I kept saying, how does Gina know this person, and how does that person know this person? I couldn't like put it together. So I think that has to be one of the strangest dreams I've ever had. Question 2. If you could travel to any year in a time machine, what year would you choose and why? I think I would want to go back to the 1920s. Reason being is, like, for instance, if I read books, I like books that have like mysteries that were with the 1920s background. I think because it was harder to solve crimes back then, so it makes the crimes more interesting. I think it's also the fact that the 1920s was the era of change and growth. My favorite things about the 1920s is the fashion, the music that was coming out of that era, although I quite like the 60s as well. I would say the 1920s. What is your middle name? My middle name is Candace. What was your favorite subject in school? Drama. Next question is, if you could have dinner with a famous person, living or dead, who would you choose? Now, I have said before that I would probably choose Audrey Hepburn, because she seems like quite an interesting person to talk to. Of course, there are others that I would love to talk to. You know what, actually, if I could talk to anyone, I would actually love to have Hans Christian Andersen to dinner. That man seems very interesting. So yeah, if I could have anyone living or dead, it would be him. He's obviously dead. If I could have anyone living, it would be Fran Drescher from The Nanny. Speaking of, what's your favorite movie to watch, or what's your favorite movie or series to watch? The Nanny. What's your favorite season of the year? Summer. Who is your celebrity crush? I'm going to say Chris Evans. What's the wildest thing you've ever done? I got into a car, and the person that I was with, I happened to be dating at the time, and there was 2 other people, and the person that was driving decided to do donuts on a field. And now in the UK we've got like gutters, so the water can drain from the fields. We spun too much and we fell in the ditch. I got very hurt that night. I was fine. The guy that I was with just fell on top of me. Yeah, don't do that. Sorry, finished my orange juice. I took a break to go and make a watermelon smoothie because we have watermelon in the fridge, so I just thought I'd quickly go and do that. Back to the questions. Do you have a crush? Yes, I do. What is your favorite family vacation? There's been so many, so I think my favorite was visiting Pompeii in Italy and seeing the people that were encased in the volcanic rock. That was very interesting. What is your favorite animal? If we're talking domestic, I'm going to say dog, even though I love cats as well. If it's wild, I'm quite fond of monkeys or bush babies. I don't actually know what kind of wild animal I like. If it's an aquatic animal, I don't know. I like all animals, really. What is your favorite season of the year? Summer. What is your dream road trip? To hire a van and travel all the way up America. What are 3 items on your bucket list? To travel the world, or certain destinations, to own my own business and to help my parents move to Portugal and help them financially if I can one day. What is the weirdest thing in your closet? So we recently just did a closet clean out, and I think the weirdest thing for me that I think a lot of people don't have in their wardrobes is an airbrush machine. What is your dream job? My dream job was to be an actress. That has since changed, and I want to be a scriptwriter. If you could be part of a family on any TV show, which family would it be? I think I would like to be part of Sabrina the Teenage Witch's family. Not the new Sabrina the Teenage Witch, the original, with the one with Melissa Joan Hart in. Who is your favorite character from literature? Alice in Alice in Wonderland by Lewis Carroll. What is your favorite color to wear? Like a light pink, light blush pink, or black, or white. That's 3, but you know. Who in your family are you the closest to? My mum. If you were born an ice cream flavor, what flavor would it be? I think I would be mint chocolate chip. What is your favorite song to sing in the shower? I've got quite a few, so it's between Home from Beetlejuice, Balancing the Scales by Barlow and Bear, Unofficial Bridgerton musical, or If I Were a Man by the same people. Do you believe in love at first sight? No, I do not. What was your first kiss like? Slobbery. What was your best kiss like? My best kiss was my first ever long-term boyfriend. He's a good kisser. What's your idea of a perfect date? Probably walking on the beach, eating some type of fruit or chips, I don't know. Nothing too crazy. I don't want to do something active, and I don't want to go to a fancy restaurant because if it's a shit date then I don't have to pay for anything. Where were you born? I was born in South Africa. How old am I? I am 25. What is my favorite drink? Watermelon smoothie. Do you have brothers or sisters? I have a brother. He is 1 year younger than me. Do you have any pets? Yes, I have 2. I have a cat and a dog. What is your favorite book? I would have to go with Coraline by Neil Gaiman. He is also my favorite author, one of my favorite authors. Where is the next place you want to travel? Vietnam. What was the last thing you binged on TV? That Mormon documentary? Keep sweet, pray and obey. In the summer, would you rather go camping or go to the beach? I would rather go to the beach. I despise camping. What's one of the most fun childhood memories you have? One of my most favorite memories as a child is in South Africa. The game reserves used to bring the wildlife to the schools. So they'd have each year group, like grade 4, grade 3, sit in the hall and they would bring the animals in. And I remember once they brought the lion cubs and they let the lion cubs run around, and they came and like sat on top of like the group of people that I was sat with. The cub did fart, so there's that, but that's one of my favorite memories. And then a week later we actually went to that same nature reserve and the lion cubs were in a sleeping pen, and the lady let us go in because they knew us. Who is your celebrity crush? Chris Evans. What is your biggest fear? Losing my family. What is a bad habit that you had but have overcome? Being a people pleaser. What is your favorite food of all times? Watermelon. What is your biggest regret? Not speaking my mind a lot more and telling people how I feel. What's your favorite thing about yourself? I'm going to say my ambition. If you had to guess what people appreciate the most about you, what would you say? My spontaneousness. At this point in your life, would you prefer a casual relationship or a serious relationship? I would say casual. I was already in a long-term relationship for 8.5 years, and I think I just now want to have fun and enjoy myself. Have you ever experienced true love? I'm not too sure. I think I've experienced love, but I don't think I've experienced true love. Besides, what counts as true love? That's a whole philosophical thing to go into, but I'm not really sure what counts as true love. And last but not least, to end this video on a good note, what is the best advice you've ever been given? My mum gave me this advice. It's advice someone gave to her, but the best advice I was ever given: if you don't like how your life is going, make small changes until you are. That is my favorite bit of advice, and I give that to a lot of people. So if you're needing that right now, there you go. So that is the video, everyone. Thank you so much for sticking around. If you did, we got to answer some silly questions, nothing crazy. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, and I shall see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.